tag. Learned a little bit from Godly. Saul was like, you know what? I couldn't do nothing with his orb, and I can play a little bit orb. Let's see what Neeze got.
Yeah, really just trying to learn from what he lost to, I guess, and switch over to the Petra here. We'll see how well he does against Neeze, who's definitely known for that Mordex.
Yeah, and his gauntlets were looking great previously, so you were mirror matching a guy that just came off of a hot win with his gauntlets, and now going over to the scythe. Make one wrong step, and that'll be it, brother. Oh, wow. Talk about a wrong step. Neeze almost got KO'd, but barely evaded the nair and almost got snatched and thrown down.
Dude, this is so crazy. Like, this is, again, like Koko swapping characters and just he's looking ready. Like, there's no downtime of him trying to warm up and be like, oh, yeah, that's how you play Gauntlets again. No, he's just immediately coming out the gate, swinging, looking impressive, except for that decision there. That was a little bit of an odd one, but either way, still putting out some great damage.
Yeah, I was doing a great job. I mean, that was a rough play. I mean, I guess if that hit, it could have chase dodged, right?
Yeah, no, well, it's a projectile, so no.
I don't think, I was going to say, I don't know. Man, okay, yeah, I don't know. Had to be a misinput. We'll put it at that. And getting put off stage, Neeze just going to back off after throwing him down with a nair. And Koko trying to find a way to establish control in this neutral situation, but can't really find it. Okay, there we go. Get a side like Sayer. Still not enough. Neeze going up on the side. Nice. Wow, that went low. Yeah. That covered the whole side.
I mean, that's one of the reasons why Petras are big fans of Demon Island. Again, those really short walls makes it really easy to cover, but really well done from Neeze dodging at the right time to get up. Unfortunately, still eats a side air, still gets taken out, but good plays coming out.
It had a lot of damage on, and Koko did a good job of not eating more damage, right? So that stock is pretty fresh still, but now the scythe really putting in some work to start this one off. Ooh, Neeze. This is rough.
Both of them sweat beating, though. Both of them land. Neeze putting out great damage with the scythe. He is managing to find multi-hits. It's not like your standard scythe strings, but he's still finding continued neutral wins.
Oh, yeah. He's popping you once, and he's not really getting, like, the full string. He's just waiting to see where you go. He might catch a nair, throw you around, and he's just keeping you close. I think that's, like, the theme of what we're seeing with these players. Simple, Neeze with his gauntlets and that scythe, and then well, who did we just see a second ago? Machete with the gauntlet, with the boots. Like they like to keep you really, really close and not push you too far away when the damage is low.
Definitely a solid strategy, especially with like string heavy weapons. Makes a lot of sense. You want to stay close, start to get those reads. But Koko with a good dodge up avoids that recovery. Still playing from behind here as Neeze did get that second stock.
Okay, Neeze trying to get something going. He's getting some good side airs, but he's not really getting any follow-ups. That's a good one. Caught the ground pound afterwards. Got a two-piece combo. Oh, but there's a two-piece for your troubles. Koko taking the stock, all right? This time ate a little bit more damage, right? Didn't keep this stock as fresh, but you're going to have an opportunity here to play this orb and try to close this out.
Dodge through. Neeze not able to get that turnaround. Good spot dodge from Koko. Avoids that recovery. Could have been a KO here.
Look at them both dancing around. You see, like, the further we're getting into this bracket, everyone's starting to calm down a little bit. It's like, okay, we're on final stocks. I don't want to do anything too crazy. Like, everyone's understanding the weight of the situation.
They know what's on the line. This is the Spring Championship. Only one of 4 seasonal events. They want to do incredibly well here. One of those opportunities to get that nice PR boost, especially in your region. But Neeze does take game number 1. Koko is going to make the swap over to the Jae-Yun for game number 2.
So, okay, so he did do the swap over. All right. I mean, I like the Petra, you know. It looked good. Maybe a little bit more on the orb. We were seeing a lot of gauntlet play.
Yeah.
And then you look at how the match went and how close it got at the end. And there was also that moment of the missed input. Like, there's no way he was trying to do gravity cancel down stage.
Yeah,
so
definitely was an odd input at the very least. But you know what? He can't make that misinput now because he's got Jae-Yun.
Yeah, true.
Can't make that same mistake.
All right, here we go. He's going with the great sword. He's got that good old bat, Lucille. They're scrapping. These guys are just going back and forth, throwing blow after blow. Look at that. Nice air. Going for the sig, the toss down. The first stock goes to Neeze quickly.
He is seeing into the future and reading minds. The way he charged up that down sig, he knew 1,000,000,000% Koko was going to come right up. He's going to catch him with that down sig, and that is a massive lead for Neeze.
You know, it's unfortunate that I don't see people pull out the book. You know what I mean? The you book. I think that is one of the top 3 greatest emotes in gaming history. When I realized that the book said you on it, I was like, oh, you cannot be serious. This is the most disrespectful thing ever.
Falling there from Neeze. Gonna try to add insult to injury here as he's trying to get up more damage, but Koko bringing out all the stops, gets the 2-piece into a jump dare nair to close out that stock of Neeze, and he's swinging again.
That was actually pure sauce. I'm sorry, that was Louisiana hot sauce. No mayo to be found, you know what I'm saying?
He keeps it on him, man. He's got it in the bag, got to bring it everywhere he goes.
All we have is Tabasco, sir. Don't worry, I got my own.
I brought mine. We're good.
Okay, he gets a nice touch, goes for the dare, thinking he's going to get a dodge in.
Ooh.
Read on the dodge from Neeze, gets the second stock off. So even after throwing that swag out there, he's not able to keep it as close as he wants. I mean, you got some good damage on Neeze, but this is going to still take a little bit to get the stock out. Nice dare. Can't find the follow-up afterwards.
Yeah, Neeze is doing a really good job. When he finds those pressure situations, he's been in the head of Koko many times.
Mm-hmm. He's definitely found more success after the initial touch than we see Koko getting here. We're seeing the first starts or dares hitting from Koko, but then afterwards it's just the wrong decision almost every time. Lands the nair, good stuff.
He needed that nair too. Neeze was 1,000% looking for the ground pound. Still gets the wall touch there. Will get back up safely. Doesn't get the second side light. Koko dodges up and away, so he gets out of that one.
I ain't gonna lie, Neeze is mad wild for that ground pound attempt. The recovery's gonna do it, and that's gonna be 2 games in the favor of Neeze. Looking better this time. I mean, actually, I don't even know if that was looking better. I think that the Petra did really good. So, I mean, you gonna stick with the Negan? I guess you feel more comfortable here. Gotta find more reads. That's the name of the game. There was a lot of initial touches, but could not figure out where Neeze wanted to go afterwards, so couldn't really find the KOs or the damage rack ups with that great sword. But just initially in neutral, it was looking okay.
Yeah, I think either finding those longer extensions, kind of like what you're talking about, or getting more openers onto Neeze so that you get more opportunities for those extensions. Because there were those times where he had it, but it's not going to be right now because Neeze on the scythe is playing like a madman, but he gets back up safely. Koko gives him a tap on his way out the door, but Neeze with an impressive side string to start off game number 3.
You know, the sad part is because I know he could have chase dodged, but he didn't realize he was facing left, guaranteed. Because he wanted to go back towards the stage, but he was back to the stage, so he couldn't chase dodge over. Rough situation.
And it only gets rougher. He's currently down 2 games. He's already down a stock, and Neeze putting him close to the red already. Neeze, he's wanting to put this one away.
Yeah, he's really trying to close this out. He's got good damage. Oh, man. Barely missed the nair. Landed the recovery. Still not enough, so definitely the nair wouldn't have been enough. Sigs are flying for Neeze. A lot of confidence to be had here. And the turnaround Sayer with the great sword will do it for Koko on the first stock. But, man, look at that damage.
Yeah, Neeze added up so much damage there. But again, Koko with that greatsword, he has that chance. If he can get those openers, if he can get those resets, could get a lot of damage here. But again, Neeze just tracking the movement, reads that dodge, and catches him with the recovery.
Yep. Instantly, man. Timely KOs. That's the name of the game. This is what it all counts. That's what it all comes down to when you're talking about a platform fighting game. If you got the damage to KO them, you need to finish that stock off. The longer you let it linger, the more of a chance you're giving the opponent. And Neeze is not letting any of that linger. Here goes another Sig. Guarantee you another one comes out here shortly.
Oh, yeah. Definitely going to see a lot of those Sigs fly. They've been throwing it out on both sides. Koko using those to try to finish off stocks whenever possible.
I can't believe he didn't go for the nair, the neutral light into the neutral Sig. I was ready to hear Mordek's roar.
Yo, it's a good play. Actually, Neeze hasn't really been doing that as a whole. Instead, like, gauntlet recoveries have been his biggest KO tool on this Mordex.
Yeah, it definitely has. Boom, boom. Lands a Sair. Weapon toss, no
Good
good,
dodge.
but the Nair will cover space for Koko to get back on stage. A lot of damage, though. Can't really eat too much, so you have to play a perfect game here pretty much. And can't do it. That signature is going to be the closeout. Side sig from the Scythe of Mordex. Neeze is staying alive here in this elimination bracket.
Yeah, I mean, he earned his flight and hotel to the Winter Royale. He wants to go to the Spring Royale. He is currently sitting in the top 4 now after taking that dub over Koko and just really just picking apart Koko at all opportunities.
Yeah, that was rough. That was a tough set. It looks like finally the fan poll was correct.
Yeah. he managed to survive the fan curse and get that W. You know what it really was? It was those last-minute believers who put into Koko, who were like, you know what? I'm believing in Neeze, so I'm going to swing for Koko. That way I win either way. And,
Gave a little bit.